What is good, guys? Christian here, and welcome to Overwatch Gaming. I have been playing a ton of Overwatch lately, and I've been wanting to get on the competitive side of things, so I've been tweaking my settings, and I feel like I've come up with the perfect must-have settings if you want to get competitive with Overwatch. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing in this video today. So without further ado, guys, let's get started. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. The way I'm going to show you guys the difference between the settings is I'm going to be playing as Tracer on the training grounds and pretty much be running the same course and killing the same amount of enemies with the bad settings turned on and the bad settings turned off. Before we go to the training grounds though, I'm really quickly going to go through the bad settings that I'm talking about. And the first bad setting is the enhanced pointer precision. Now a lot of times this is a default setting in Windows and you really want to make sure you check this one off. The next set of bad settings is going to be in the Razer app, and that is the DPI being defaulted at 1800 and the mouse acceleration defaulted at 5. You definitely want to make sure you change those. And the last bad setting is actually in the game, and that is the mouse sensitivity. Now by default it is set at 15, but I recommend anywhere between 10 and 13. I feel like those are the perfect mouse sensitivity settings. So now that you guys know what the bad settings are, let's go ahead and move to the training grounds so you guys can see what the gameplay looks like when the bad settings are turned on. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, as you're watching this, really make sure to be paying attention to the crosshairs. And the first thing I notice is how my crosshairs are jumping all over the place. The movement does not seem smooth whatsoever, and it just really seems to be that I'm over aiming quite a bit. And it doesn't get any better, especially once we move on to the moving targets. Now the total time it took me to do this course with the bad settings on was about 32 seconds. And my aim just was really all over the place and it wasn't impressive whatsoever. So now that we've seen what it looks like with the bad settings on, let's go ahead and run the same course and kill the same amount of enemies with the tweak settings and see if I do any better. Alright guys, now that I've tweaked my settings, if you pay attention to the crosshairs, you can really just see how much smoother they've gotten. My crosshairs kind of just sit on the target's head rather than jumping around, and I'm no longer over aiming, which is exactly what I was going for. As we move on to the moving targets, my aim is still on point, and the total time it took me to do this course with the good settings on was about 23 seconds, which makes a 10-second difference, and that is a huge advantage, especially with this game because timing is everything. Now that you guys have seen the difference, you guys are probably wondering what my exact settings are. So the first setting you want to turn off is going to be the enhanced pointer precision setting. This setting can really mess up with your aim, so you definitely want to make sure to have this one off. The next settings are in the Razer app, and you want to make sure your DPI is set to 1000 and the acceleration is all the way down to 0. And the final setting you want to tweak is in-game, and that is the mount sensitivity setting. I would recommend anywhere from 10 to 13. I feel like those are the perfect sensitivity settings. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So go ahead and try this out and let me know in the comments down below if these settings did improve your aim and if your KD went up. That would be awesome to know if I helped you guys out. And if it did, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to smash that subscribe button for more to come. But anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video. Talk to you later.